Explain to me how you turn a simple tint ticket, a simple fix-it ticket, into a felony, a full-blown felony.
CHP is in pursuit of a suspect wanted for a window tint violation.
The cops got behind them. CHP, California Highway Patrol, got behind the Challenger Scatpack. It was a simple tint ticket. Your tint is too dark. Get it fixed. Pay this fine. Have a great day. And your boy said, no, we're going on a high-speed chase. The only problem is Friday night on the highway in California, every single CHP officer that was available was on this chase. Even the local news helicopter was in on this chase. Everybody's in on this chase. And here you are, risking your freedom over a tint ticket. Y'all just got to watch this, man. This one's crazy. Let's get into it. What's up, guys? It's your boy Knockout 360 here with another video, man. So you can tell I'm in a house that makes this a house vlog. You know how it's going down and come around. Let's get into it. I've got car content, car shows, car reviews, car meets, police chases, anything and everything car related happens on this channel. So if you're into that, make sure that you stick around. For everyone else, hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so that you know what's coming out and when it's coming out. So this one's going to piss you off. I'm not even going to lie to you. Like, you're going to legit get mad at this because of just how stupid the Perp and the Challenger Scatpack is. I don't know if it's a scat. You let me know. I thought I saw a badge, but you watching it, you tell me whether or not it's a scat. But either way, prepare to be mad. Like, prepare to be upset. Because your man went from a simple window tint charge to a full-blown felony in California. And I think this is LA County, Los Angeles County, California. I'm going to stop wasting your time. Let's get into it.
Now to breaking news where CHP is in pursuit of a suspect wanted for a window tint violation.
Window tint violation.
Overhead in Sky 5, Gil.
Sharon, Micah, this one was a tough one to track down. It's been moving very fast on the freeway system and surface streets. You see that Charger or Challenger there, red in color. He's been running red lights.
It's a Challenger, not a
Charger.
Charger.
Right through that. Well, that was a green light, but he's through that intersection, continuing northbound here on La Cienega. Again, now this all started with the California Highway Patrol trying to pull this vehicle over on the 105 freeway in South LA. This vehicle might have been coming from a street takeover in that area around 120th and Main, where there was a shooting call there as well. But the vehicle here continuing on surface streets. The vehicle actually made its way onto the 105 freeway to the 405 freeway and made its way through the area of the LAX area, I should say, and then got onto here La Cienega heading northbound. So CHP units trying to get units back behind it once again, and this vehicle is definitely running red lights and driving very erratic at high speeds.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a very dangerous high speeds here on La Cienega going northbound. And as he continues to go north, it will become a little bit more congested, especially on a Friday night, making that turn and turning off La Cienega now and onto Venice Boulevard, which could give him a little bit more room there. But nonetheless, the want for this unusual, we were saying, Micah, that we haven't really heard of a want for this, something like this with tinted windows.
No.
Tinted windows, bro.
Obviously, you can be pulled over for that.
Yes.
And it has happened. It does happen, but to hear somebody running based on that is highly unusual. Again, as Gil mentioned, this may well be a suspect that may have been involved in a street takeover near 120th and Main in Los Angeles. We do not know for certain. That is not confirmed, but we do know that it is a window tint violation at the very least. And again here now, a desperate suspect trying to get away. Now back on the freeway, heading eastbound on the 10, Gil.
That is correct. Headed towards downtown LA right now, in and out of traffic. We did hear the call come out of a shooting at that street takeover, 120th and Main Street.
So he was at a street takeover,
a short time after
and they pulled him because of the tint.
Broke out. So we're not sure if it came from that street takeover or not. As I zoom in here, you can see the windows are heavily tinted. Really difficult to see inside all the way around this vehicle. So that's the reason why the CHP tried to pull it over, and it really just took off on them, going 100 miles an hour plus.
He can't even get up to 100 because of the traffic.
Freeway. Went north on the 405 freeway, got off on surface streets, made its way onto the Marina freeway for a time, and then made its way here to the 10 now, in and out of traffic. The traffic is pretty moderate to heavy here on the 10 freeway right now.
moderate to heavy, and he's making some really close calls right now.
Very close.
Splitting lanes and weaving in
Yep.
and out of lanes with these cars. And at one point, it looked like he almost hit 100 miles per hour here on the 10 freeway.
This man doing 68 miles an hour in a police chase. You're not going anywhere,
freeway, making his way towards downtown Los Angeles as he's going from lane 1 all the way to 5 and back and forth, and
Yep.
and trying to take over the other cars that are just minding their own business, not knowing what's coming for them. Do we have any units behind him, or are we just following him and tracking him from the air?
Let me come out wider here. I don't want to lose him. Yeah, there's a unit there that's in
Look at all that damn traffic. You're not going nowhere.
You see him in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. I don't want to lose the vehicle here, but there comes the night sun of the CHP helicopter. Might be LAPD, actually, helicopter that's overhead. That's helping the CHP with this, but in and out of traffic, that CHP unit having to deal with all that traffic as well to try to keep up with this vehicle. And you see him going, like I said, almost 100 miles an hour.
And this is going to be difficult for law enforcement with a driver moving at 100 miles an hour plus on the freeway as he heads into downtown Los Angeles. Congestion will increase. Remember, it's a Friday night, and it tends to be busier on the freeway on the weekends. On a Friday night at this hour, it can be very busy, which obviously increases the level of danger here for the motoring public, for the suspect as well, for law enforcement.
Yep.
And it's just that much more to contend with as the suspect moves toward downtown LA. And again, a very dangerous situation at times, running with the lights off and then back on again. Hard to say how many people may be in this vehicle. Again, the tinted windows.
Yep.
That is what we're understanding is the want here.
That's crazy.
Though you have to believe there may well be more to this. As we've been reporting, there was a shooting call that came in very close to a street takeover at 120th and Main.
Yeah.
And shortly after that shooting call, this pursuit began. So it moves now eastbound on the 10 to the 110. And may well go northbound, Gil, or southbound.
Well, let's see here. He's going to make that decision here. We're waiting to see which direction. It looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, CHP is trying to decide. It looks like he's going to be committed eastbound 10 here. That he could have taken that right split there and gone south 110, but he looks like he's going to stay on the 10 eastbound towards the.
He's going to stay on the highway.
Interchange.
Right, yeah.
And he's pulling away from us.
Yeah, as you know, that part of the 10 freeway splits off, and you can take that side that he took and avoid some traffic during some pretty heavy rush hour times. But he's back on the 10 here now, making his way closer to downtown Los Angeles. And with the want being these tinted windows, we can't see anything that's going on inside there.
They keep talking about them tinted windows, don't they?
And as you mentioned, Gil, you said that this originated most likely, from what we understand and from what the reports are from law enforcement, that it is from a street takeover, and the one that was on 120th and Main, and that a shooting at the street.
Look at your boy, 50 miles an hour, 40 miles an hour.
Although what we understand, Gil, is that the want is just the tinted windows, but obviously they're trying to
that may be just a 5.7. I can't tell,
for greater reasons than that.
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car. Okay, you ready? All right.
Absolutely. A lot of times the vehicles will. Whoa! He hit the bump there coming off the freeway.
Yep.
Let's see here. He's exiting the freeway and he's going to be turning southbound here on Griffith, I believe it is, or 17th Street.
He's getting off the highway now.
And he's going to continue here on surface streets just in the downtown LA area.
Downtown
and
LA.
He's going to make that sweeping right turn. There's the CHP. Blacked
out
the headlights.
Look at the police helicopter.
Airship overhead, lighting him up. And he's going to continue on Washington here.
You can't outrun the helicopter.
Let's see. If he continues here, he's going to
be able
to go back towards the 110 freeway.
Yeah, just so dangerous on surface streets with no lights and at very high speeds as well.
Yep.
They're spending a lot of time on the freeway here and now into the downtown LA area for the first time. Again, the want is tinted windows on this Dodge Charger or Challenger as the suspect runs from law enforcement at very high speeds and has no intention of stopping here, clearly. And you wonder as well, Gil, if law enforcement would continue at this clip if the want was merely tint.
Yeah, there might be more to this for sure. You'd think that you would just pull over, take the ticket, fix your tint, and be done with it. But no, risking a nice car like this, it seems like there's got to be more to it. He's making a turn here. He's going to make a loop around back towards Washington. So he didn't go back onto the freeway. Maybe he doesn't know how to get on the freeway at this point.
Nope.
But here he comes back out towards Washington. And he's made a full
Man, look
circle.
at that police helicopter with that bright ass light. It's on his ass,
yeah,
man.
the night
You're not
sun
going
right
nowhere.
on him, and you know, that CHP officer behind in the black and white is doing their best to keep up with him and doing a pretty good job, considering the speeds here on the surface streets. At one point, going up to 70 miles per hour. It looks like he's in a fairly desolate part of downtown, nearby the freeway, and now making his way back onto the 10 freeway. Eastbound, I believe.
Yeah, blacked out onto the freeway.
Lights blacked out.
Eastbound 10 freeway.
Listen, being blacked out doesn't mean anything when you've got a police helicopter with the spotlight on top of you. You can black out all you want to. You're not going nowhere. You're not getting away from us.
He's got the East LA interchange once more to
look at that.
With.
Blacked out or not, I still got a 4K view of your ass.
We'll see what happens up ahead at the East LA
He thought he was going to blend in with the night.
Construction in the
Come
area.
on, bro.
Overnight construction. We'll see if there's issues with that. But continuing here on the 10 freeway, weaving in and out of traffic, getting close to some of the cars there. Very dangerous for those drivers, not knowing what's coming from behind.
Right. And a lot of potential options for the driver here. 10 eastbound, continuing, potentially the 60 eastbound. Of course, the 5 freeway as well is an option, and potentially back up toward the 101. But this is going to be
he thought he was going to blend in with the
law
night.
Enforcement here when you come up on an intersection with a driver moving like this. Although they're back far enough to be able to react to anything this driver might do last minute. But look at these speeds now, over 100 miles an hour. Very dangerous, no headlights on. So dangerous for drivers who obviously don't expect something like this and without headlights may not see it. And so many times we see people pull right in front of a driver like this, not expecting it, not seeing it. It can be a violent situation, a violent collision potentially. As he approaches this East LA interchange, the 5 and the 60 are the options here, and CHP right on his tail.
Boy, look at that, weaving in and out.
Yep.
CHP is saying, I'm here, we're not going anywhere.
Nope.
We're going to pull you over. So we'll see if the driver does comply and give up here, but he's going to go through that Gore Point last second, that officer making it through as well, and he's going to be, I believe this is South 5 freeway. Let's see. I believe it's going to be South 5 from the 10 here.
That was
he might have blown a tire when he went over that Gore Point.
Yeah, looks like he's starting to slow down, and that's the first time that we've seen that. So there might be something wrong with the car.
Yep. Oh yeah, it's a wrap.
Yeah, he went through that Gore Point, and I think it was slightly raised or something. He definitely hit a bump there. The car jolted, and now he's slowing down to a stop. It looks like it's going to be
it's over now.
Here on the 5 freeway transition, the 10 east to the 5 south.
Boy, that was very intense watching this just for the last, less than 10 minutes. And we see the suspect now coming out of the car. Let's see if there are other people that are inside this car as well.
Oh, man.
Closing the door.
Realizing
he put his hands behind his back.
There was nowhere to go and
said,
nothing
no, put
to do.
that shit
That
there.
was a very dangerous transition there at the last moment, diving over to the 5 southbound. That could have gone wrong in so many different ways, but CHP right there.
Damn, is that a shotgun or is that an AR?
CHP was able to make that move
that looks like a shotgun.
and react and get over to those
He's ready
5
to put a
southbound
hole
lanes
in this man
at the last moment. And this suspect
no,
still
that's
unclear whether
AR.
there might be anyone else in the car, but there's your driver. Wanted initially, from what we understand, for a window tint violation. And now the suspect is in custody with the CHP. Unsure again whether there's anyone else in the car, but a very dangerous situation coming to an end. Fortunately,
now in most cases they would have yanked his ass straight to the pavement, but I imagine because they know that the local news is watching, they just decided to put him in cuffs while he was on his feet. But in most police chases, they take you straight to the ground, hands behind your back, and they put their weight on you to make sure you don't get away. But the local KTLA is watching.
Fortunately, no one was hurt.
Fortunately, no one was hurt.
There we go.
Oh, he got a shorty in the car.
Another person in the car. It looks like it is a woman.
Wow.
And so, gosh, you can only imagine what it was like being a passenger with all that erratic and reckless driving that was happening not only on the freeways but also on surface streets and, at the high speeds of over 100 miles per hour, splitting lanes and nearly clipping other drivers on the freeway. Just absolutely terrifying to see what...
How many they got? 1, 2, 3, 4. He's arresting this dude. This dude over here, I'm going to get some bubble gum or something, some peppermint. They not playing, even with her.
In the last
he got the AR
here,
too.
But we now have a female passenger in custody.
It's not that serious.
It looks like they're trying to clear that car and to make sure there's no one else inside the car. But your suspect is
heavy
custody.
though. No cap.
The female passenger is in custody. And a very dangerous situation that could have been so much worse. Fortunately,
that's
no
5% for sure. You can't see shit in that
law enforcement now moves in to clear the suspect vehicle. You can see those tinted windows there. There's the passenger door. That's the violation that CHP is indicating to media. Is the want here. Tinted window violation. Looks as though everything's clear in the back of that car. Suspect in custody. Fortunately, no one was hurt.
Listen, guys. Listen, man. Listen, man. I love my tint just like anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Whether or not my tint is legal or not, we're not going to talk about that. That's not important. But, like you got to use a process of elimination or like deductive reasoning. If you know that you're doing the speed limit and you see a cop behind you and he pulls you over, the likelihood of you getting pulled over for speeding is unlikely. Like, if the speed limit is 45 and you know that you're doing 40, 45 and the cop's behind you, it's not speeding that he's pulling you over for. He's pulling you over for something else. And if you got 5% tint on the front windshield and the sides and the back and all that stuff, you know why he's pulling you over. He's pulling you over because of tint. That's no reason to run. You know what I mean? No reason to run, especially in downtown Los Angeles on a Friday night. And then getting on the highway thinking you're going to get in and out of traffic like it's all good. This man turned a simple fix-it ticket, right? A simple, hey, listen, your window tint's too dark. Did you know that? Of course you did. Here's a ticket, $250 fine, $300 fine. Get it removed, and here's your court case. Have a great day. Simple. Simple. And most cops would have been cool with it. Like, hey, man, you know your tint's illegal, right? You know it's illegal. You know it and I know it. Let's not act stupid here. All right, so I got to give you this ticket. You can either get it removed and we'll throw the ticket out. You come back to court, or the ticket stands and you pay this $250, $300, $350, whatever. But your boy, nah, he didn't want to do that. He wanted to take off. And unfortunately, when you've got Los Angeles, right, Police Department, California Highway Patrol helicopters, and KTLA helicopters as well watching you, you're not going nowhere. You're not getting away out. You can black out all you want to. You can get on the highway and go as fast as you want to. You're not going anywhere. This chase was over from Jump Street. From the moment KTLA entered the chat, this chase was over, man. Once you see that helicopter on your ass and he puts that spotlight on you, the chase is over. You're not getting away from that. You know what I'm saying? Very few people can outrun the helicopter. And this Challenger Scatpack or Challenger RT damn sure ain't outrunning this helicopter. So I'm telling you right now. But the good news is CHP, California Highway Patrol, they actually got somebody this time, right? They actually won this one. And it was against a Mopar too. Every other video that we seen with CHP, they getting smoked. But your boys was on it. They was on it this time. Shout out to CHP. They taking things to another level. But like, subscribe, comment, guys. This has been your boy Knockout 360, man. Listen, just pull over, take that L, live to fight another day. It's all good. We can't win them all. Peace.